Okay. Bossman, how you doing?
Yeah, we give God the glory for His grace upon our life.
So, what is your name?
My name is Pastor Stanley Frank Wifa. I'm the director for the Comfort K2 Orphanage.
So, thank you. It is nice having you. So, how long have you here?
Firstly, we give God the glory for life, but things are not going very well with me and the kids in the orphanage. Firstly, this orphanage was established by my late grandmother, who named the orphanage is bearing in memory. And in 1993, in Bapodu County, at the result of the Liberia Civil War, so we moved to Monrovia. And then in 2009, she passed up. 1 month later, her husband passed up. And my mother, Mary Doty, took over the institution as a directress, and she ran it. In the year 2020, she fell sick and she had to leave. That's how I took over as a director of this institution. But Christian Aid Ministry have been sponsoring this institution since 2005. And then last October, they decided to leave due to their transition to another program, from orphan sponsorship program. So we have been left alone, and I have been managing by the grace of God through the help of other friends who have been coming, making small donations to the institution. That's how we have been managing up to this time. But in recent time, things got so difficult because all of what we have been managing in our storeroom have finished. So things started to get so difficult to the extent that I have to buy rice by cup. We have about 43 children in this institution. I have 17 girls and 26 boys in this institution. We are currently buying rice by cup. It's not easy. This is one of the major challenges I face, to feed these children on a daily basis. And because of this challenge, they are not even going with the 3 regular meals that they usually carry. They are now going 1 time a day. We call that 001. So it's not easy. We also run a school from beginner level to junior high level. That is 9th grade. And all of our staff, since the departure of Christian Aid, all of our staff have been volunteering. Right now, as we speak, even the staff, the non-teaching staff that have been working with the orphanage home, some of them are feeling reluctant now because there's no aid, they are not receiving anything. So some of them are feeling reluctant. Some of them still keeping the courage, standing by me to ensure that we keep the children lively. But it's a serious challenge, more especially when it comes to the feeding in this institution. There is no food right now.
Okay, thank you. So, someone may ask how you get this kit?
Well, their stories are different. They have different stories. Like I said, my grandmother established this place. My mother was here. They came in different ways. So, like for example, one of the child called Joshua, during the Ebola virus, my sister went to Bapodu to fish for a job because she's a professional nurse. So when she got there to hustle at the ETU, she came across this child. This child's mother was a deaf and dumb, and she was also in sin. So she could just have these children anywhere around. So my sister came in contact with this child. That's how she chose a child. She took the child and brought him. And he was very small. Since the Ebola virus, he had been here, and that's how he came in. Another children again, they are siblings. The father brought them, and he said his wife was not around. He could not find his wife. He was alone. He couldn't take care of the children, so he went there to help. He was going to come back. Almost 3 years now since he left. We don't know his location, and these children are here. Only him we have contact for. We got no contact for any family member. So bulk of the children were with different stories. As I speak, these children are more than family to me now. They are very glued to me. I'm very glued to them. If I don't see them in the daytime, I don't feel happy. So they are like my own. So my focus is on them, and I'm also calling on other people to come and join me. They are Liberians, so that we can help lift them up and give them a better future.
Okay, so how's the living condition when it comes to bedroom, when it comes to electricity, toilet?
Well, with the issue of electricity is zero. We have one NGO they call I just forgetting. They came and donated a solar panel to us and installed almost 6 years ago. Right now, as we speak, the battery is dead. So our light can come on for less than 1 hour in the evening. After 6:45, it come on. That is when we receive sun. And when it come on, in less than 1 hour time, it go off and remain dark. So that is completely zero. And then when it come to the issue of room, we got 2 separate rooms. One for boys, one for girls. And then we have more than 2 rooms. We have 6 rooms in the building. But because of limited material, we are only using 2 rooms. By right, we're supposed to separate the bigger boys from the smaller boys, the bigger girls from the smaller girls. But because of limited material, we are only using 2. One for boys, one for girls. So we have some of the bed. We have 2 kids lying down on one bed. Some of them we have 3. The smaller one will have 3 lying on one bed, and some of the beds don't have beddings. Some of them don't have mosquito nets, and this is a serious challenge that we are going through right now. With the president of Christian Aid, every time they will come and help us supply mosquito nets, supply bedding, but since they left, we have nothing. And you know, they are children. Normally, those things will not last. They will use it for some time, and we have to change them. We have to look after them, but we are not receiving aid from anywhere now, so they are wearing up.
So you are telling me that it's 17 girls, right?
Yeah.
17 girls, 19 boys.
26 boys.
26 boys.
Yeah.
The 17 girls sleep in
one
room,
yeah, one.
and the other guys sleep in
one
their
room.
separate room.
Yeah.
Wow. So what about the school? How do you manage to pay some of the teachers?
Well, like I said, most of our staff now are volunteering. Like this academic year was a serious challenge because we have Christian. The school is almost like free. So all of the students that come to the community, they pay like 5,000 Liberian dollars annually. The whole year, that include activities, ID card, and other fees. So we use that money to get stationery. We use that money to provide staffing for the teachers. And honestly speaking, it's a serious challenge. Even parents from the community cannot afford that 5,000 a year. So we have, when you check some of the records, some parents are still owing up to, some parents who got like 4, 5 children in the school, we were only able to manage to pay for 2, and they are still owing like for 3 children. It's a serious challenge. So some of our teachers just, waiting there with their staffing, and they say, look, just if you're supposed to give me 3,000, just give me 1,500, and then the other 1,500 we can share with the others. And that's how we have been managing, and to the extent that we are coming to the end of this academic year. So my worry is where to start from the next academic year, especially with the issue of teachers, because you cannot have the school and you don't have qualified teachers in the school. Some are waiting, but they cannot keep making that kind of sacrifice. They have family, they leave their houses, they come here with the expectation to take something back home. Now, when they come and at the end of the month, they're not receiving, they might want to do it, but because of the constraint, they will have to leave. So it's a serious challenge right now when it comes to even the school, the running of the school.
So now I'll go back to the kids. Which type of food do you feed the children?
So our regular stable meal in Liberia is rice. We cannot rule that out. Rice is number 1. And then sometimes we mix the diet. We have cassava, gari. Sometimes we have oatmeal, cream of wheat, and things to have them for breakfast. And then we use the cassava at times for supper, and then the rice for lunch. So So that's how we usually do it. But because of the challenge right now, we're not doing that. So sometimes I'll even go to Allah and buy them a bag of gari. Or sometimes some friends come and donate a bag of gari. And sometimes some friends will come and donate a carton of oatmeal, carton of cream of wheat. But for the past time now, we have not received any donation. So it's a serious challenge.
So I don't know. For me, it's very sad. But how do you feel, like children eating 1 time a day?
Well, to be frank, since the departure of Christian Aid, this is the very first time, especially the month of June, it got so tough with the kids, and it's what is really killing me right now. So if some of your colleagues can recall, they got in before I came. I went somewhere to hustle to see. Yesterday, I have about 20 cup of rice, and then we never had anything for today. So when I went, luckily for me, I got a call from Brother Chris. He said tomorrow will be, can we visit your home tomorrow to feed the kids? I was like, wow, God is working on my behalf. So it's a serious challenge. They are not used to it. So when they break, they're looking up to me to see what they can start their day with. And then if I don't have it, and I don't have faith to stand before them, I'll have to go out to see what I can do to ensure that they have something to eat.
So how do you manage most of the kids that get sick?
Well, it got to be God. It got to be God, I must admit. You know, God cannot give you a burden or a load that you cannot carry. I don't know this person. I haven't seen them before. But normally they can just send the aid and they will just come with some parcel of those essential drugs like antimeter, paracetamol, and some medication for cold, ORS, and we store it in the storeroom. And then we manage to always use our medical personnel to come and assess them whenever they are experiencing any kind of funny sign or symptom. We call the person and they come and look at them and be able to administer the drugs. And that's how we have been managing. So it's like when the person have, and if the person don't have it, they are not in a position to give, it means that we are not going to get it because we don't have a special partner that we are partnered with are helping these kids right now.
So do you experience some of the orphans that cry sometimes because they don't have the experience?
Oh yes, like yesterday, the girls, some of them went for practice because they are playing on the school team, and today they had a game, so they went to practice. After practice, there was nothing to eat, and I saw one of them lying down. What happened is that Augustine is not easy, and especially the smaller ones. When it comes to that point now, you will see them walking behind me everywhere. I take steps, they walk behind me, walk behind me to see. Normally when it's happening, once I get money in my pocket, I say, oh, you can go back, I read things. But if I don't have it, then I get very, very much embarrassed with the situation and start to look out to see what I can do.
What the least age kid do you have?
We have 5 years.
The least is 5 years?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about passionateness in the feeding program?
Yeah, let me appreciate Passionate Hands. Passionate Hands, this is not Passionate Hands first time associating with the Comfort Keto Orphanage. I think this is the second time, and we must appreciate them for their effort, the role they are playing in impacting the life of the kids. I have been following the page from different locations, Kakata, Ball County, and I see that Passionate Hands is doing pretty well. We pray that Passionate Hands can expand and be a big partners to less fortunate in this country as they have started. We really admire your work. We appreciate you, and we hope this organization can really grow. These are things that our people need to support to ensure that we impact the life of these children. These children, they are our children, they are Liberian children. And if we can do it for them, nobody will be able to do it. Just look around and see how many children in the street right now. Just few days ago, I received the death news of one of my sister's son who was involved into drugs. A very young boy who used to always pass here to speak to me. I didn't know he was involved into drugs. So we who are making effort to ensure that we keep the children, provide protection for them, ensure that we provide safety for them. It is important that people who have the hand look in our direction to join us to be able to provide protection and impact the life of these children because they are the future generation.
So let me chip in these two questions before you make your parting comment. Do the government chip in sometimes?
Well, for some time now, we haven't heard from government. They have their own policy. I don't know what is actually going on right now. We keep making a call to them. Even though we work directly under the supervision of the Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection, but for some time we haven't heard from them. So we are still looking forward to see what they can do in this direction.
So what are some of the most important things that you need right now for the orphanage?
Right now, the first and foremost thing on my agenda right now is food. Food, we can manage any other thing in this place, but it's not food. Every day, the human being got to eat, especially the children. I can go for a day without food, but not the kids. And I can walk somewhere and find something to eat, but to take care of these number of children, you have to have food. So it's the first thing, food. Then we talk about slippers, beddings, mattresses, and clothing, other things. We can take care of that, but our first and foremost focus now is to have sufficient food to be able to take care of their better.
So do you have final message for people that are listening to you?
Yeah, I want to call on our friends out there who are looking for where to donate, who to help. If you are following this platform, you have place to help. This is the Comfort Keto Orphanage. This Comfort Keto Orphanage has impacted the life of many children in this country. Comfort Keto was established in 1993, and some of the kids are graduated from here. They have gone, some are making life, they are men and women now on their own. We don't even know some of them location, and because of Comfort Keto Orphanage, they could not go back to the bush to be palm cutter. They could not go in the street to get involved into prostitution or gangster life or go in a ghetto. They are good people in society. So we are calling on you to join us as we work to impact the life of these children. It is Liberia children. They are not from foreign land. They are right here from Liberia, and they are all Liberians, and they are our future generation. So kindly join us. Let us impact their life.
They are Liberian, they are future leaders. Thank you so much. It is nice having you.
You're welcome.